Hiya, welcome back to Alice Loves. I hope you're all well. I thought I'd just film for you today a quick video. I've just got back from Bath for a long weekend with the in-laws, my parents and the hubby, and we've done this now for 3 years running, and we just go once a year for a long weekend away together, the 6 of us. So any of you that follow me on Instagram will have seen loads of pictures of us in Bath. We've had perfect weather, a lovely weekend. I was just unpacking, getting back to reality, and I thought before I unpack my toiletries bag, which is actually double layer, so it's skincare and makeup, I thought I'd just very quickly run through what I chose to pack and why I took things away with me so you can see what's inside. So I'll start with, this is the travel bag. So it's actually a beautiful sort of cosmetics case from River Island, and they do different cases like this all the time, different patterns. This one is no longer available, but I'll link some different ones down below. So as you can see, there's 2 layers. This one is all my skincare, this one is all my makeup, and this was everything that I brought with me, other than, and I'll run through this as well, my NARS palette and then my brush roll, which keeps all the brushes in. So I won't go through my brushes, I'll just get cracking with this. Before I get started, I know I sound like a broken record, but I'd love it if you subscribe down below, it'd mean the world to me. So yeah, just down below, subscribe to my channel, and then you can turn the little bell on if you want to get the notification. Anyway, let's cracking. I'll start with the top layer, which is, as I say, skincare. So basically I had a bit of a mare. I filmed a video for you all that was meant to go up on Friday evening. Rather than packing, we went away very early Saturday morning. I thought I'll film the video, get it edited, I can pack in the morning. So film the video, over-edit it, over packing, went to edit, and I've somehow deleted over half of the footage. So I couldn't then get the video up, but it meant I also hadn't packed. So come Saturday morning I was rushing around like a maniac. So some things I grabbed were travel size, things that I wouldn't normally bring because they're a bit oversized or not sensible packaging still did get thrown in. So I'll try and do it in a bit of an order, but I don't know if you can see down here, it's very messy. So I'll start with cleansing, and I can see here I've packed the little travel size of the Emma Hardie Moringa cleansing balm, which is one of my favourite cleansing balms. Smells amazing, and this was actually a little travel size that came in the Marks and Spencer's Beauty Advent calendar. So this came away with me for cleansing. I also bought for cleansing a little travel size of my Oskia Renaissance cleansing gel, which I absolutely love. I mean, it's not that travel, it's 40ml. I think the full size is 150, maybe 200. So it's still fairly big, but it's a lot more travel friendly than the original one. So I've gone on about this loads, so I won't bang on about that again. And then I packed, there is a second one of these somewhere knocking around, 2 little decanted bottles of cleansing oil. Now these are the NARS makeup cleansing oil bottles, and back in the day it did have a little sample of the cleansing oil in, but this is now just filled up with my Body Shop chamomile cleansing oil. And I take 2 because I normally use them up, but it turns out I didn't really use that much of them this weekend. And that is everything I think on the cleansing front. Then I have got 2 toning products, I believe. So I've got my Pixi Glow Tonic in the little travel size. Talk about this all the time, glycolic acid toner, so pack that. And then again, this is something I wouldn't have normally brought and just grabbed it in a rush, the Indie Lee hydrating toner. It's a glass bottle and it's a big heavy bottle, but you know, there's no weight restrictions when you're going in a car. So took that as a toner. And then I also took as a toning mist my Clinique Moisture Surge face spray, which is in quite a sensible size bottle for once. What else did I take? So for eye cream, I just bought a little travel size again of a Lancôme. I've not used this before. It was one that I got as a gift at Christmas. This is their Eye Illuminator Youth Activating Concentrate, and it comes with like a metal ball on the end, which is really cooling to put under the eye and try and take down any puffiness. And then I just go in with my finger after and gently sort of rub that in. I really liked it actually. I'm going to keep using it now that I've used it for, how long were we there? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We were there Tuesday, but only three nights. And I used it this morning as well. So I'm going to keep using it and I'll report back, but I quite like that. That was a new product. And then for night time, as some extra treatments, I took my Retinol 1% from the Ordinary. Love this brand. There's a full video coming, I say sometime soon. I keep meaning to haven't got around to filming it yet, but I really enjoy their skincare, so I brought this with me. As I've mentioned in previous videos, at the moment I'm not just using it on my bare skin as it is designed to be, because I'm finding I really am peeling a lot. So I will mix that in with my moisturiser, and I brought two. I bought the Estee Lauder Re-Nutrive, again in a little sample, which was lovely. First time of using it this weekend and really enjoyed that. And then I bought the Organic Pharmacy Double Rose Rejuvenating Moisturiser. So what I do was apply my serum, which I'll talk through in a minute. Then I would mix this retinol in with the moisturisers and put that on. So they were those. Then I also brought my Alpha H Liquid Gold Glycolic Overnight Peel in the little travel size. Again, this is from the M&S Beauty Advent Calendar. Love this, and it's really great when we're away with the family. If you're out for dinner, you've had a lot to eat, a lot to drink, it's a late night, they're playing some games. By the time you get to bed, sometimes you don't want to do a full routine. So a quick double cleanse, get all your makeup off, saturate a cotton pad, wipe this all over, and you've still done your skin the world of good. But you're not having to then go in with like 25 more stages. It's literally slap this on and go to bed. So I always take this away with me. In terms of serums, I bought the Avene Hydrance serum, which I've talked about loads. For me, this is just, I feel like the word basic isn't fair, it doesn't do it justice. It's a lovely serum, but it's not meant to be ultra scientific, life-changing, anti-wrinkle. It's just a really nice hydrating serum that is fairly, you know, it's not going to break you out, it's not going to give you a reaction, it's quite simple on the skin, it just hydrates. So I love that, and that's what I use with my retinol. And then I've also got the Hylamide Low Molecular HA Multi-Depth Rehydration Booster, which is by Deciem as well, which is the maker of the Ordinary, so they're both owned by Deciem. So love that, and I would go in with this serum, then a blob of this on top, and then my moisturiser. Oh, one of the moisturisers that I brought with me is a little travel size of the Omorovicza Rejuvenating Night Cream. I meant to pick up the Illuminating Day Cream, which is in the exact same bottle and from the same travel set, so they're plastic, which makes them really useful in a little pump. And I do love the night cream, but I'd already got two, so the one that I wanted to bring was the Illuminating Day Cream, which I didn't. I brought the night cream. And then lastly I bought some oil. I think I talked about this in my nighttime skin routine, which I'll link on the screen if you want to watch. It is one of the most amazing oils I've ever used. It comes in a little sort of dropper top like this. It's the MV Organics Rose Plus Booster. It's expensive. It's 35ml. It's 75, maybe £80, but a few drops of this on the skin and it just feels so plump, so fresh. So I really, really like this, and I thought as I was bringing my retinol and the weather was due to be sunny, so my skin might be drier, to bring the oils. You can even add it in your foundation, just a little drop to make it more glowy, or you can add a little bit in your moisturiser, or you can use it on its own. So that came along with me. Then lastly, now I didn't previously put this in my skincare routines, and not because I don't call it skincare, but for me it lives in my makeup room, and this is always my first step of makeup rather than last step of skincare. But it kind of sits in between, and it's my SPF, and my favourite is the Body Shop Skin Defence Multi Protection Essence SPF 50 PA+++. So it's an SPF, and I keep telling my mum over and over again, and she won't listen. You're using things like retinol that are, you know, renewing the skin and making it a lot more sensitive to the light. There is no point trying to reverse or slow down the ageing process with products like this if you're not then going to protect it from the very cause of the damage in the first place, which is the sun. And these are the two only proven ingredients across the world that skincare and everybody, specialists agree on, scientists the lot, that the two proven ingredients to work are retinol and SPF. Obviously preventative, more of a cure. So this I always use, and I didn't mention it, but I do wear it, especially when I'm going to be going out and doing full day trips out in the sun rather than just a quick trip from my car to the office or what have you. So that is all of my skincare bits and bobs. Other than I think when I open this bottom one I might have chucked a few skincare bits in here. Oh, it's just the one, it's just the Vichy waterproof eye makeup remover that I always talk about, so that's that. So So, in terms of makeup, I'm going to have to do this in a crazy order because I can't really reach it. So, I'm just going to go as I see. So, in terms of primer, I've got the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer that I got for my birthday. It's in my what I got for my birthday video, and it is a really beautiful primer that I'm really enjoying using. Again, heavy glass bottle, and this was packing in a rush. Probably not the most sensible, but I love this as a primer. And I also brought the By Terry Cellular Rose Brightening CC Serum in, I think this is Sunny Flash, is it? Yeah, Sunny Flash. So this is a very dark coloured serum, and under the By Terry website this is classed as skincare. It's a serum, it's not under makeup, and I'm not saying that I am arguing with them. It is a serum, but because it's so coloured, I use it in my makeup stage. So I would put this on under my foundation. I wouldn't use this instead of something like my hydrating serum. This would be to give my skin a real glow and look alive and look healthy. So I bought that. Again, heavy, really expensive, so very strange for me to pack travelling, but it went in. Then I think I only packed 2 foundations, but I ended up coming home with 3. Because I bought one while I was here. So the 2 I actually packed was the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the number 2. This is a pump foundation. It's quite a thick cream. It's very full coverage, and I thought it'd be lovely for the evenings to look quite flawless, especially with my mum around who loves to take millions of pictures at every opportunity. So that was for the more full coverage. And then I brought with me my YSL Cushion Foundation, which is one of my, definitely I would say, top 5 foundations. Absolutely really love this foundation, but it is a lot lighter. You can build it up, but it's nowhere near as full coverage as that Milani one. So they were the 2 I packed, but I did end up coming home with the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, which I know I am super late to the bandwagon, but the reason being there isn't a Space NK anymore in Solihull. The one in Birmingham's in the mailbox, which is a bit further away from the shopping, so to get in and actually get colour matched and pick my own colour was really hard to do, and I did want to check that out, not just guess online because there's so many colours. So I managed to go into Space NK and pick this up, and I actually went for ivory, which wouldn't be my natural colour, but I had quite a lot of fake tan on and I thought I wanted a nice colour to match my tan. And I also picked up a sample of vanilla, and that's a perfect match for me normally, so I'm going to order that. I've used it twice and I love it. It is a stick, it's amazing, it's full coverage, it's creamy, it's beautiful, and I see what the hype's about. It really is a beautiful foundation. Then for concealers, I brought Becca Under Eye Colour Corrector, do they call it? Yeah, Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the pinky colour to kind of correct my dark circles after loads of booze, loads of bad food, not enough sleep. One of my faves, so I brought that with me. Get the lid back on this. And then in terms of actual concealers, I bought the Bourjois Radiance Reveal, which is just a little doe foot brightening under eye concealer. Fab. And then I bought the Estee Lauder Double Wear concealer for covering blemishes or any sort of redness on the face, that type of thing, and I wear it in extra light, whereas because this is quite highlighted and I wouldn't want to put this on a blemish or, you know, on redness, that's what I use that for. And then I also bought the By Terry Touch Expert Advanced, which is very similar to like the Touche Eclat sort of brush but with a bit more coverage, which I like to go in with just a little bit extra under the eyes because I'm obsessed with dark circles. So that was those 3. My favourite under eye setting powder, not travel friendly at all, but I just don't use anything else at the moment. I talked about this in my March favourites video, I think it was, and it's a pink setting powder to help brighten under the eye. So it's their Soufflé d'Eclat powder in number 1, which is the rose colour. I bought a NARS eyeshadow palette, perfect for travelling, 6 shades, all very beautiful. Love that one. I've actually bought the single of that, which is Fez. It's a gorgeous bronze, and we've got taupe, champagne and some smoky colours on the top, so that's great and really travel friendly. We have the Sleek Highlighting Quad, 1 cream, 3 highlighters, covers a lot of bases. We've got the much more whitey, the much more rose goldy a lilac-y, and then obviously this beautiful creamy sort of pinky champagne-y colour at the bottom, so it gives me a few options there. I bought 2 of the cream eyeshadows. These are the NYX Lid Lingerie. These are really amazing. This is a beautiful bronze shade, like a taupey bronze. And then this is what I've got on my eyelids now, and it won't probably come across on camera very well, but it's like a beautiful rose goldy champagne colour, and when they dry they set down and they just don't budge, so I love those. So both of those came with me. And then to go underneath it is my faithful NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base, the only eyeshadow primer that I ever use. Actually, I lie, I do use one from Urban Decay that I really like, I think in Eden, that my friend got me, that's got like a bit of colour to it, so it helps neutralise anything on the eyes. This is amazing, so I brought that with me. Then I've got here a little Freedom Brow Pomade in soft brown. It's slightly darker than the Anastasia one I use in, do I use blonde or taupe? I'm not sure. I use a lighter one in the Anastasia one, and I tried a bit darker now that I've got the darker roots to see how I get on, and I'm really enjoying it. It's about £4 maybe, so that's amazing. And I brought 2 lip liners, both from MAC, one in Whirl and one in Oak. You'll see very similar shades to each other really. I don't know why I didn't bring any bright lip liners, because I did bring some bright. Oh, actually no, they're not that similar. They might look it on camera, but they're not. Mascara wise, I just brought my Volume Reveal from Bourjois, which is the one with the little mirror on. And I'm really enjoying this at the moment. It's got a plastic wand, I don't know if you can see, quite a bendy wand, but it means that it really grabs all the lashes. And I had an LVL lash lift, and I'm finding this eye's beautiful, and this eye, they've just gone all over the shop. Some are to the left, some are to the right. So I'm having to use this Chanel base. This is a white sort of base mascara to try and help make them all go in the same direction. And then I'm going in with this on top, which is helping a little bit because it grabs them, but I am struggling. So this is the one that I can really layer up, and it really gives them volume. It actually grabs them and pulls them in the direction you want it to, like a comb. So I'm enjoying that pair. And then I've just got last few bits of eyeliner, which is the Ico Skinny Mini Liquid Eyeliner in black, smudge proof. This is really good, and this also came in the Marks & Spencer's Beauty Advent Calendar. Really black, really precise. I find that it doesn't give like a jiggy jaggy edge like some of them do, so really enjoying that. Then the only lipstick I've got packed here, I must have chucked them all in my handbag because I definitely brought loads more, is one of the Rimmel ones in Trendsetter. What number is Trendsetter? 700 Trendsetter, and it's a gorgeous nudie colour, this one here. Really nice matte finish, but not as dry as something like a liquid lip. So that's everything out of here other than just my mist, which I either set my makeup with or dampen down my beauty sponge with. So that's everything in there. And then lastly, I've just got the NARS palette, which is a mess. I'm going to warn you in advance, but it's got my NARS Laguna bronzer, a NARS contour and highlight set. These are all NARS blushes. So this one, this one, this. This is a NARS blusher set out of a palette. They're 3 MAC blushes out of a palette. They're all NARS shadows. They're NARS shadows out of a set. And then we've got Omega for my brows and an Urban Decay pink. So we've got a bit of a mix there. I did use some of the shadows, but for me the main was the bronzer contour and then the selection of blushes. Messy, but really useful, light, thin, easy to carry. And that is everything that I packed in terms of my beauty for Bath. As I say, it just went in this one carrier, which my mother-in-law couldn't believe, and hers was actually bigger than mine. So I'm going to go and put it all away now. I have got coming later in the week a video on my whole NARS collection, which will be a massive video. I've got most of the NARS counter, so that will be coming later in the week. I'd love to see you back for that, so please subscribe down below. I will pop my Instagram, would love to see you over there as well. And see you next time. Thanks guys, bye.